Hello, welcome to the presentation of our geography project. Our group has 3 members, me, Nipitpon, Pim, and Egamon. Here is the table of contents. Our presentation today will be focusing on these 5 topics. Starting with the location, we got coast for our terrain and chose Mediterranean as our climate. Areas with Mediterranean climates are found between roughly 30 and 45 degrees north and south of the equator, which are mostly coastal areas. The location to build our house is French Riviera, in France. The decision was made by our own preferences on the sceneries and weather. Here is the location shown on the map. Moving on to the exterior design of the house is elevated as it is located near the coastline and the roof is triangular for rain flow, since it rains frequently in this area. Lastly, there is also a boat for traveling or fishing when the water rises. Next is the interior design. The house contains only one floor, so it is not too heavy for the supporting base. The interior includes one bedroom with 3 beds for 3 of us, one living room with clear windows to enjoy the view, 2 bathrooms with waterproof speaker because we love singing in the bathroom, one storage room under the roof, and one hobby room for painting, playing piano, and dancing.
Next, let's talk about the natural disaster that may likely to occur at French Riviera. The most likely natural disaster that can occur is tsunami. Okay, the tsunami is caused by the seismic activity near the sea that can cause the wave to rise up high and then wash up the shore. Okay, so there are likely to be tsunami because, like recently in March 2021, there are reports of tsunami at French Riviera, and there are also many tsunami in the past in history. Like this figure, you can see that the red dot here is the epicenter of the earthquake that can cause tsunami to happen in French Riviera. Next, we'll look at the effects and solution and what we need to concern and how do we fight them. So first concern is about physical damage, which is very obvious because tsunami wave will hit the shore with a strong force and can cause the house to break or bury it in the sand. As for the food security, tsunami also has devastating effect on local agriculture, livestock, and fishery because at firstly, they can destroy crops and kill animal and livestock, and moreover, the salt water from the sea may lower the productivity of the agricultural land and prevent fishing as well. Therefore, the local food supply will be inaccessible and we have to store food in our house as well. Next, firstly, we'll look at the solution to physical damage problem, which is physical design. We design our house both exterior and interior. For exterior, we use strong waterproof concrete, and we design our house to be elevated. So when the tsunami hit our house, it can be a room for the water to pass through and reduce the force that acts up on the house. And for the interior, we design the interior by using the light-weighted furniture. The optimal material for us is made from redwood, which is light. And we also research on the local availability. As you can see, the top map is the map on the cement and concrete plants in French Riviera. And the bottom map is the furniture store in French Riviera. Since French concrete is also one of the top concrete in the world, so we believe that we can find waterproof concrete here in French Riviera, and also for the redwood furniture as well. And next solution is kitchen and storage design to fight the food insecurity. Okay, so for food security problem, we can do this by store some food in our house. As you can see, we have our kitchen and we have necessary cooking utensil and cupboard and refrigerator to store fresh food. And as for instant food and canned food, we store in the food supply in the storage room, which would be kept at 21 degrees Celsius to prevent the spoil of the food. And we also concerned about the water supply as well. So we have the water and liquid supply, which is a big proportion in the storage room. And that's all of our kitchen design to fight the food security problem. Next, Pim will talk about the communication network.
And next, we'll talk about communication network. Since our house is located in the populated urban area of French Riviera, which is the front runner for 5G in France, so we would choose 5G internet for our house Wi-Fi and mobile internet. And for calling package, we prefer 50 gigabytes per month cellular package since it is the most suitable for our number of devices, which are 3 mobiles and 3 tablets. And the final topic is sustainable development, which will be broken down into 2 parts, clean energy and waste management. For clean energy, it comes in 3 forms, solar energy, tidal energy, and mechanical energy, which is briefly distributed as the diagram on your right. So approximately 32 solar panels will have to be used to meet our energy usage. This solar energy will be the main source in our house of the clean energy. And the next one is tidal energy, which we know that it can cause harm to marine environment, and it also can produce less energy than the solar energy. So we'll use it in a small scale to support our main source. And in case of emergency, we have mechanical energy, which is produced by exercise equipment in our house, shared by everyone, and it will be stored for the emergency cases. Next is waste management. The first and foremost thing is to manage waste and sort them into proper categories. So the food waste comes from spoiled food and waste from cooking. We'll firstly reduce it by using weekly meal planning so we can control the quantity of our food and less waste will be created. For recyclable waste and e-waste, it could be reduced by self-consciousness. For example, consuming more homemade cooked food by local ingredients. We would reduce the plastic from food packages. The waste is categorized into 3 parts, food waste, recyclable waste, and hazardous waste. The 2 later parts will be sent to the community to manage them properly, and for food waste, it will be combusted in the container outside of our house, and the fertilizer will be used in our garden, and it can also be shared with the community garden. This reaches the end of our presentation. If you have any concerns, feel free to contact us via the email shown on the slide. Thank you for your attention.